I have before me quite possibly one of the greatest inventions of the 21st century. A stroller that was designed for men. This product is called the Tactical Stroller. I first learned about it from a commercial on my For You page, and ever since, I have been fascinated by the concept. A stroller, something designed to transport the most fragile of beings, and it's called the Tactical Stroller. Was this thing designed to see combat? And it's made by a company called Tactical Baby Gear, so yes, there are more products. So I bought this stroller, and for the past few days, I've been testing it to find out how in God's name is this thing considered tactical. But you don't get to see the results just yet. No. That's why I put this sheet on it. It's for dramatic effect. The stroller did not die and become a ghost. I'm gonna pull it off later. Okay, so this is the first commercial I saw for it. It's called Your Stroller Sucks. Kind of feel like maybe that title backfired a little bit, but nevertheless, let's watch it.
That squeaky excuse for a stroller sucks.
Okay, kind of mean. Seems like a fine stroller to me. Actually, they look pretty similar. On first glance, I wouldn't even know which one is the tactical stroller and which one isn't.
Upgrade your beautiful baby's ride to smooth sophistication. With the largest all-terrain wheels in its class, it can tackle curbs like a pro linebacker.
What exactly is its class, though? I've never even remotely heard a stroller refer to itself as tactical before. So like, yeah, I guess it does have the biggest all-terrain wheels in its class, but it kind of wins by default, no? Also, what does it mean to tackle curbs like a linebacker?
It can tackle curbs like a pro linebacker.
What is that? Is that a thing? Is that necessary? You know how when you're pushing your toddler along nice and steady and all of a sudden you just book it towards a curb with the power and speed of a professional linebacker? Well, don't worry, because this stroller can handle that. Your child might not be able to, but this stroller can handle that.
And when shit hits the fan, don't worry, we got you covered. Just throw it in the wash.
Okay, so he goes over some other features of the stroller. There's adjustable suspension. There's shock absorbers on the back of the seat. I guess both of these are to smooth out bumps. I'm not sure why every design choice they made when creating the stroller seems to center around tackling curbs like a pro linebacker.
When it's time to retrieve your little bundle of joy, the one-touch harness unclips instantly.
I like that he's using like military euphemisms to talk about everything except the baby. It just doesn't seem right that the tactical stroller carries a bundle of joy. I guess maybe the parents that he's marketing this towards wouldn't really like it if he was referring to the baby in military lingo. If he just started calling the baby like the payload or something, I guess maybe parents wouldn't like that. But it just kind of feels like something this dude would do, you know, in his own time. Honey, did you drop Lisa off at daycare this morning? I delivered the asset to the drop point, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so yes? No, actually, I bombed at Denny's. Oh, what the fuck?
So get off the struggle bus and join the TBG family at tacticalbabygear.com.
What if he rolled up to the other tactical baby products and one of them was just like a tank? We also offer tanks and an unmanned drone. You're like, wait, where does the baby go then? He's like, baby? What the fuck are you talking about? This thing drops payloads. On Denny's. All right, so we all know why this thing is called the tactical stroller, right? We get who this is marketed towards. You guys saw the camo. You heard the rock music. You understand what's going on. This is clearly marketed towards men who don't want to look like a pussy, I guess, for pushing around a normal stroller. So they need the stroller to confirm to themselves and everyone else around, I am a man. I'm a male. I'm a man. I guess there's a certain type of guy that's like, the stroller that I'm pushing my baby in has to have camo or I'm not a dude anymore. If I so much as touch my kid and there's not camo around, I'm mom now. I would just like to know, why does the military get like a complete monopoly on masculinity? There are other types of guys. There's guys that are really into like Legos, and that's the only one I can think of right now for some reason. IPA guys. Okay, there's dudes that are really into beer. Give me a stroller that's just like a transparent keg of beer that my baby can float around in like he's a patient in a Star Wars hospital. Also, there's other aspects of the military, you know. It's not just like covert stealth operations. What about like scientists in the desert blowing up nuclear bombs? Give me that kind of baby gear. I want a shirt that says proud father of a nuclear bomb. My theory about who this is marketed towards, I think, is proven correctly in Tactical Baby Gear's website's About Us section. Dirty diapers don't faze you. Spit up isn't a problem. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, those are all just parts of raising a kid. It'd be kind of fucked up if there weren't any dirty diapers, I guess. Kind of makes you wonder where this paragraph is about to go, though. Dirty diapers, spit up, that's not the problem. The problem is Al-Qaeda. They're coming for your baby. You need to put them in a tactical stroller. But a diaper bag that's all frills and embroidered rubber ducks with no practical storage capability? Something so cheap it won't survive potty training? Well, there you might have a problem. Beef Brody feels your pain. I've always suspected he did. A committed girl dad, he was neck deep in pink and purple when he finally had enough. I was picking up the kids from school, dropping them off, changing the diapers, so I would have the diaper bag more often than not. He was going to carry this bag around all the time. Beef wanted something practical that matched his lifestyle and personality, but there was just nothing out there. Okay, first off, hell yeah, brother. I do love seeing dads taking a more active role in their kids' lives. So first off, kudos to you, Beeve. And I would like to say that I think probably for Beeve, this tactical branding is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, you know? But it is kind of weird for him to be like, all my wife's baby stuff is covered in rubber duckies and frills, because that's what she likes. I need a diaper bag that speaks to my style. No, dude, the rubber duckies on your diaper bag aren't for your wife. They're for the baby. They're because babies like those things. So it's kind of weird to be like, I need a diaper bag that's just for me. Does this dude also watch like children's shows and be like, talking animals and learning lessons about sharing? I already know all of this. Why are we watching this shit? I was so sick of watching these kid shows with Dora and Swiper that they made for my wife. How is this supposed to appeal to me? Also, if he founded this company because he didn't want to push around girly or childish stuff, then what the hell was wrong with that stroller? The stroller from the first commercial. What about this makes it the mom's stroller? So after watching this commercial, I was so intrigued by the concept that I couldn't help but buy one. All right, here we are at Tactical Baby Deer. Tactical Baby Deer. Yeah, here we are at fucking militarybambi.com. Okay, so let's click on the stroller here, and it is $948. Is that a normal price for a stroller? That seems so expensive. From my research, the price of strollers can vary widely from low end to very high end. The tactical stroller is definitely towards the top. Just to test, I googled best stroller, and this article had a $400 stroller listed as the best overall stroller. So sure, maybe it's a little bit overkill to spend $1,000 on a stroller, but that so-called best overall stroller probably can't even stop a speeding bullet. And the tactical stroller definitely can't. Just in case you were wondering about that though, you actually could buy that $400 stroller and a bulletproof vest for less than the tactical stroller costs. I mean, I'll give them this. It looks like a quality stroller. It looks like sturdy as hell. I do wonder if it's a little over-engineered maybe. Like, sure, maybe you want to take your kid camping sometimes or something, but it's like, when does the stroller need to be able to withstand like getting run over by a tank or something? It probably doesn't. Like the scenarios in which the durability of this stroller come in handy, you probably shouldn't be putting your kids in the first place. Then again, I've never been a dad. Maybe sometimes shit just happens. You stop paying attention for 1 second, suddenly you're in a guerrilla warfare scenario and you've got to protect the kid. I love that they just made this one tiny part camo. Honestly, if it wasn't for that one camo part, this would actually be a pretty sick looking stroller. I personally am not really drawn to the camo aesthetic, but just like a sleek, all black stroller, it looks well built. It does look cool. I would buy it if it didn't have that. Okay, well, I am gonna buy it, actually. I am gonna buy it anyway. Oh, gift message. What's a message someone would send you with some tactical gear like this? Put the baby in and run. Is this order a gift? No. For my future children, maybe, but not really. Oh, check out our most popular patches. Should I get a patch to go along with this? Hashtag dad life. You know, I feel really weird about ordering this stroller and not being a dad. I'm just now thinking about it for the first time, as it's like suggesting like you might like dad life or daddy patches. God, guns, and diapers. All my favorite weapons. You've got don't tread on me and don't poop on me. Both things you would say in a tactical scenario. Okay, here we go. My total is $1,000 and $7.25. Great. All right, while my stroller is being shipped across the country, let's go ahead and look at some more tactical baby gear content, because they also have a tactical baby carrier.
Not all baby carriers are created equal, and that carrier your wife loves, it wasn't made for you.
This baby carrier kind of looks like a bulletproof vest, right? Kind of a wild look for something you're putting your baby in. To be like, hey, look, it's like a bulletproof vest. That way, in case I get shot, I don't get hit by the bullet. My son does.
We started by carefully selecting the most badass materials we could find and then tested them the only way we know how.
Something tells me that's not actually the only way they knew how. Is this all you have to do to make something like okay for men to do? Just make it the army? This is such an untapped market. I could think of thousands of things that aren't traditionally seen as masculine and just like wrapping them in camo or some shit. Start a therapy service for men called interrogation. Your therapist is waterboarding you, being like, how did your upbringing affect who you are now? The dad's just like, I swear to God, dude, I don't fucking know. Well, look at this Black Friday Instagram post they did. That's crazy, dude. Why isn't the baby in tactical gear? Why is the dad decked out and the baby's not? One of them is wearing the wrong thing for wherever they're going. But let's not think about that for too long, because the stroller has arrived. The tactical stroller has arrived. I am kind of disappointed that this didn't come in a more tactical looking package. Just like a huge gash in this thing. Has this already been to war? I guess it is a little bit tactical in the sense that you wouldn't immediately know it's a stroller looking at it. It's come in 2 different boxes and not like one stroller shaped box, you know? You always have to keep the enemy guessing. I'm trying to think of the most tactical way I could open this box. The unboxing process was pretty confusing and honestly raised a lot more questions than it answered. For example, what is Veer? Oh, also I forgot to mention that this whole box says Veer all over it. Veer. The only place it says tactical baby gear is right here. There's a tiny little emblem that says tactical baby gear. So I guess this thing kind of is in stealth mode. It's like, is this the product that I ordered? I don't even know what Veer is. Whatever this mysterious Veer company is, they sure do have a lot of cryptic slogans, like open air, open minds. Open air, open minds. Do not know what that means. Open air. I guess, is the stroller like an open air stroller? I find it hard to imagine that there would be any like vacuum sealed strollers, but there's also eat clean, play dirty. Is there food in this box? The stroller's also 100% edible, so eat clean and play dirty, baby. Not sure what I was doing with my hand there, but you also can't forget about the deck of Share the Wild cards they gave me. Veer, Share the Wild. What the hell? These like business cards? All-terrain switchback system. All-terrain switchback system. Oh, these are like flashcards for memorizing like the features of your stroller. All-terrain switchback system. All-terrain switchback system. And then of course on the back you have the answers to these questions. A whole new way to roll. A whole new way to roll. A whole new way to roll. I grew more and more suspicious as the unboxing process went on, and there was literally no mention of tactical baby gear anywhere. Welcome to Veer. It was all just Veer. Hello, welcome to a world of adventure, a world designed for raising the wild in every child. We look forward to seeing your adventure at #VeerGear. What company did I order from? I later looked it up, and it turns out that Veer is also a stroller company, and they have their own stroller called the Switchback System, which is like virtually indistinguishable from the tactical stroller. Anyway, the tactical stroller is obviously just some kind of collab between Veer and tactical baby gear. Literally the only difference between the tactical stroller and the switchback system are 2 little pieces of camo on the tactical stroller and 2 tiny printed logos that say tactical baby gear. 2 very important modifications that totally justify the extra $50 that you will pay for the tactical stroller. So Veer's switchback system could actually be a slightly cheaper alternative to the tactical stroller. Just as long as you're a woman, because that stroller is clearly not designed for a man. Whoa, Nelly, dude. Look at the size of this wheel. I'm gonna ram this thing at a curb so hard when I get it put together. I thought this would be more like rubbery, but it's kind of like hard, smooth plastic. I don't know if that's what you want. I want this to feel like a dirt bike tire, so I can really take my future children off-roading. Some sort of handle, okay. I can only imagine that this attaches to the kid. You can pick it up. Show it to people. And then this is a little sunshade. And just when you think it's not tactical, it becomes tactical, that is. Okay, so why in step 1 is the stroller already completely built with the wheels on it and everything? Kind of feel like that should be step 1 then, getting the wheels on, because right now it's just a bunch of pieces. Despite the instructions being a little confusing, putting together the stroller was actually pretty easy. Ooh. And in no time, I was sitting pretty. It's nice that they implemented a grown-up mode. Like before you put in the baby seat, it's big enough for a grown-up to sit in, which is pretty nice. So that way, you know, sometimes the baby can push you. All right, and just like that, gang, I think we've got ourselves a stroller. How do I sit the seat up more. Squeeze and slide the trigger on the seat back. There's a trigger on the seat back? Just in case. But here comes a real gripe with the tactical stroller. While I was fiddling around with the adjustable suspension system for the first time, I noticed something truly unacceptable. I was trying to see if I could notice the difference on the suspension between the lowest and highest setting. So let's change it to 6. See how that feels. Okay, that is feeling virtually indistinguishable. But I couldn't tell just using my hands, so I decided to use my butt. So I got in the stroller, I bounced around a little bit, I changed the setting, I bounced around a little bit. I was having a wonderful time. Daddy, no. Daddy, please. It hurts. I didn't really notice a difference in the suspension system, but maybe it was just because I was having so much fun. I feel like either way it's gonna be bumpy. I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're taking your kid over boulders, they're gonna feel it. But when I got up, that's when I noticed a pretty substantial quality issue with this stroller. Okay, I hope I didn't fuck this up, but this like seat is super wobbly on here now. And I don't know if I did that. Was it like this before? I don't remember, but look how much look how wobbly that is. Is that supposed to be like that? Okay, there's a chance that maybe Daddy did a little bit too much testing in the stroller as baby. At least that's what I thought until I was reviewing footage from before I sat in the stroller. And look, it's still wobbly. So the seat on my stroller is just like that. But then I was rewatching the commercial for the tactical stroller, and it's like that in there too. B, buddy, what good are wheels that can tackle curbs like a linebacker if your baby is shaking around in its seat like an Italian greyhound the entire time? Not cool. All right, I'm ready to test the stroller. I have with me one tactical stroller, but I can't test the stroller by itself. Can I? No. So I went out and I found the most tactical looking baby I could find. Baby Chewbacca. And then I strapped a dumbbell to him so he would weigh as much as a regular child. Okay, now that's a healthy baby boy. This is a boy who's been drinking his milky, his Chewbacca milk. Now this is pretty good on its own, but I think that we can make this even more tactical, and that's by giving Chewbacca a gun. That's a healthy baby boy. Okay, so the child is ready to be tested, the stroller is ready to be tested. I got to thinking, the only thing that's not ready to be tested here is me. Tactical baby gear is missing one crucial element. Because what do moms have? Moms have their strollers, their diaper bags, their freaking baby carriers. But they also have their maternity clothes. So I went on Amazon and I found myself some tactical paternity clothes. Oh no, they're really small. I think I ordered the wrong size. Honestly, I don't even remember there being sizes. I feel kind of cheated by Amazon right now. Is this a children's costume? Oh. I think I found out the mistake that I made. On here, there's different heights that the costumes are for, and it looks like the one I bought is for people who are 4.1 feet tall, which I am not. I am taller than that, okay? As you can clearly see. Let me tell you why I think this is the perfect outfit for owners of the tactical stroller. The tactical stroller is for dads who don't want to be seen pushing their kid around in a girly looking stroller. This outfit is for dads who don't want to be seen with their child at all. I guess I gotta figure out how to get this thing in my car, because this stroller is huge. This is not your mommy's stroller. This is not your grandma's stroller. This is your daddy's stroller. Okay. Now, I did throw away the instructions. I distinctly remember there being instructions about how to fold this thing up, and I threw them right in the trash. There's definitely gonna be a button somewhere, and okay, that makes it bigger. That's not what we want. Oh no. Maybe if I just start folding it. Motherfucker, dude, how do you fold this thing? Wait. Oh! I didn't even know it was folding until it was already on the ground. If you asked me to do that again, I wouldn't know how to do it. It just happened. It has a tactical folding ability. It folds before the enemy can even figure out what the fuck is going on. All right, now it's a tactical segue. Speaking of segues, It's time to talk about our sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is without a doubt the most tactical way to eat, in my opinion. What's more tactical than hunkering down in your home this winter, holding down the fort, while you have delicious and nutritious meals covertly and tactically delivered to your home? It's wintertime right now in Illinois where I live, and the snow is coming down. And something that I really don't like to do when the snow is coming down is leave my house, especially not to go to the grocery store, which I hate doing anyway. Which is why I love having 3 HelloFresh meals delivered to my home every week. I don't have to go out in the snow. I don't have to get all wet and soggy. Not to mention the fact that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping, and it's cheaper than takeout by 25%. So HelloFresh is great if you've got New Year's resolutions, like not trying to spend so much on takeout, trying to eat healthier than takeout, or just generally trying to cook more at home. They've got over 35 weekly recipes to choose from, so no matter what kind of food you're into or what goals you're trying to hit, they have something that'll meet your needs. They've got carb smart meals, calorie smart meals, and they're just a delight to cook. So here we're cooking a gingery pork ramen stir fry. Prep time 10 minutes, cook time 20 minutes, so 30 minutes total. But they have some options now that are like so insanely fast to prepare, like this honey mustard chicken salad wrap that just takes 10 minutes to put together. So if you want to check out HelloFresh for yourself, then use those tactical little fingers to go over to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com, TrulyGreg21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. And now let's get back to the video. It's time for test number 1. Can the stroller tackle curbs like a linebacker? I've come to my favorite curb in town. This curb is here in the Walmart parking lot, right next to this beautiful lake, this beautiful frozen lake, and it's time to slam him into this curb. At first, I took him over nice and easy, like a normal, non-tactical parent would do. I sort of went civilian mode on the first one. That was pretty easy. Did that look good? Then I took it a bit harder. This is like a parent in a rush. That felt a little more violent. That one probably would have been pretty uncomfortable for a child. I could tell Chewbacca didn't really like it. He popped up into the air, dude. He looked surprised when it happened. And then lastly, I went pretty much full force into the curb. I ran. I did not slow down. I did not hesitate. I looked like I was on my way to platform 9 3/4. And then we both fall in the lake and die. Now look, I wouldn't advise doing this with your kid with any stroller. Anything above a normal walking speed had Chewy popping up. It certainly wasn't gliding over the curb by any means. So for a linebacker, it wasn't good. For a stroller, on the other hand, I felt like it did okay. The only thing that I felt like was holding it back from reaching excellence was the fact that the wheels are made out of hard plastic. I feel like if they were like real tires, there would be a little bit more give, and that would have been, a little smoother of a ride. But then again, I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. One thing I will notice is that we got so tactical that the camo visor actually came down as a result of how tactically I handled that curb. And let's just do one more surprise one just for the sake. Next, I transported my darling baby boy to a nature preserve so we could test the all-terrain claims from their website. I'm getting pretty good at this. And it's actually kind of nice, taking this guy around and buckling him in. I think maybe I'm starting to get baby fever myself. Maybe I'd like to have a real-life baby Chewbacca. Slam him into curbs and whatnot at dangerous speeds. What being a father's all about. Terrain number 1, regular road. This thing handled remarkably well. That was pretty good. I was pretty worried that because these wheels are like smooth plastic and not rubber, that there wouldn't be enough traction, but this thing has grip, dude. I don't know if you could tell, but I was sliding around more than the stroller was, dude. I was about to spin out. Its only downfall on the road is that it just had like a hard time taking turns. Terrain number 2, gravel. It also did pretty good. Even with the path being a little bit bumpier, Chewbacca didn't look like he was bouncing around too much. I wonder if I turn these shock absorbers down. I wonder if that's gonna change anything. I feel like maybe he's bouncing around a little more now. I have no clue which shock absorber setting means more bouncy or less bouncy. I don't even know why that's on there. You'd always want it to not be bouncy. When does your baby need to feel like the road? Never. I have never met a baby that needed to feel the road. The snow, however, is where things started to fall apart. Whoa, doing a little bit of drifting here. Okay, this is definitely where the smooth plastic wheels come to bite you in the butt. Because I was definitely slipping and sliding on that, and so was the stroller. Yeah, look at that. That baby's going haywire. But that was nothing compared to the last terrain, the woods. Luckily with this stroller, that But that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. How? Dude, I was so worried I was gonna tumble over the stroller. I'm glad I got out of the way. What did I hit? Oh, I hit the root. Right off the bat. The forest is not looking good for this thing, dude. Especially little roots. I tried again to just walk casually through the woods this time, but even the slightest blockage, whether it be branches or, again, roots. Oh, it's another fucking root. Would stop us dead in our tracks. I'm feeling like this was not designed to be pushed in the woods. I'll say it. You know, it's weird because this branch is definitely smaller than a curve. I also tried to climb a hill. That did not work. It's not gonna happen. It's not going up the hill. There's too many roots on the hill. Bonus testing round! As we all know, you cannot truly be tactical unless you can evade your enemies. And you cannot evade your enemies unless you can hide in the woods. So you guys are gonna turn around and we're gonna go hide. And let's see if you can spot us. God, there's so many fucking roots out here. Somehow Chewbacca ended up in there. Hey, buddy, that's not where the baby goes. Weren't you strapped in? Could have swear to God I had you clipped in. So by now, I've pretty much tested all the biggest claims that the commercial has made, but I'm still not really satisfied. I still feel like I haven't really tested the core of this stroller. Is this thing tactical? I don't yet know how this thing handles in a real tactical scenario. So I need to take this thing on a real tactical mission. The mission? Deliver this asset to the drop point without being shot by a gunman. Let's see how well this tactical stroller holds up in a real-life tactical scenario. I'm gonna start here without a gun. I'm gonna pick one up here, and then I'm gonna try to get to here. Let's do it. On your mark. Get set. Go! That was not a good start. The mission was not off to a great start. I had already been sabotaged and betrayed by my own stroller, and I felt like a sitting duck. But that's when I realized, what if I just use the stroller as a shield? Might not be winning any Father of the Year awards anytime soon, but pretty smart if you ask me. Eventually, I made my way over to my gun. Oh, fuck, ow. I got shot a few times. Oh, fuck! That kind of pissed me off, and then I decided I was pretty much done. Oh, my butt! He got my butt! So I desperately tried to make my way towards the exit. Oh, fuck. Ow! And then I escaped. After testing this thing in combat, I gotta say, does not really feel like it was designed for that. This thing is not meant to be pushed fast, as I've learned twice now, especially over any kind of uneven terrain. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what the tactical stroller looks like now. As you can see, it is in kind of sorry shape. The wheels are just coated in dirt and paint. The sides and back of this thing are also just splattered with paint. I honestly didn't even know we got hit this much, dude, but we are in real danger. Chewbacca's not looking too great either. His little seat is all dirty from falling in the woods, and he is honestly looking pretty sad himself. So yeah, that's the tactical stroller. It's pretty dinged up, but you know what? Even after being through all of that, it's not broken, you know? It's still kicking. Thank you guys for watching.